off next. Zach Greinke will be on the mound for the Astros. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Zach Greinke, one of the most complete pitchers in the game of baseball. 4-pitch mix. I don't think anybody commands the fastball as well as Zach Greinke. Up, down, in, and out. He can dot the fastball. Good curveball, good change. Has the slider that he'll throw to both righties and lefties. If Zach Greinke brings his A game, he can shut anybody down.
Oakland.
So stepping in is Matt Olson, and the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And the first pitch of the afternoon misses for ball one, and that's how we get things underway here in the Space City.
First pitch, 110.
And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
1-1.
And we should see some 90s as we go forward. 88 degrees, our game time temperature. Greinke ready now, the 1-1. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Changed up on him, and he gets the inside corner for strike 2. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Tried to fool him with the changeup, but he won't offer at it. 3-2. Matt Chapman is on deck. And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. The next 3-2. Right side, defense aligned perfectly.
Gurriel brings it in.
And he'll flip this on to Greinke, covering for the out.
Batting second.
And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Matt, Sean Murphy's a guy that really needs to turn things around. He's had a tough time on the road. Sometimes you can't explain this stuff, but he's hit under 250 for the season on the road, and that's something that he definitely has to improve on.
And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. As Greinke jumps ahead of him here with strike 1. He'll check in with an average still south of 230, 11 home runs, and 42 runs batted in. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now the 1-0.
Ball.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
2 balls and a strike. Way inside with that one. A pretty easy take there.
3-1.
They know the threat this guy poses at the plate. I know it's a 3-1 in this situation right here, but I cannot believe for the life of me this pitcher is going to come anywhere near the middle of the zone.
High in the air down the right field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Fouled off. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. Fouled away. Popped him up. Altuve has a play. And he's got it for the final out of the frame. So a good start here for Zach Greinke. And now the Astros will go to work for the first time. No score. Chris Bassett, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, this guy lives and dies with one pitch, and that's that powerhouse sinker. Guys often relate it to like trying to hit a bowling ball. When it's good, it's usually at the knees and below, and he's really easy to figure out if he's going to be on. If in the first inning you see a steady diet of ground balls and keeping his infielders involved, there's a pretty good chance he's going to have a rock-solid game.
Pitch on the way.
1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch.
The offensive game plan today is certainly to see the ball up. This guy is known on the mound for sinker changeup combination. He's going to try and establish down in the zone to get swing and a miss or ground balls consistently. You have to find something above the belt to get loose on.
Breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Altuve is retired, and there's one away.
The first baseman.
So here's Yuli Gurriel. He begins playing this one with his batting average over the .310 plateau. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And a ball, 1-0. A ball and a strike to count to the Astros first baseman. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Bassett has a reputation as a strike thrower, although that doesn't often result in a ton of strikeouts. A typical start may find him with a low walk total and the ball in play a lot.
Matty, he's what they call today one of those pitch to contact kind of guys. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He relies a lot on his defense, and one of the keys, he's not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. With that said, he needs some defense behind him because he's not going to get a whole lot of swings and misses.
So he sets him down swinging. Yuli Gurriel becomes out number 2 this inning. Now here's the first offering. Carlos Correa is in with 2 away as he takes a ball, 1-0. And it's fouled away. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with
2-1.
one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Correa in front, 3 balls and a strike.
This is a good at-bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away.
Batting fourth, the left fielder, Yordan.
Next, it'll be Yordan Alvarez. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set and the pitch.
Here. 0-1.
Set to deliver the 0-1. High and deep to center field. A ball that's carrying. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. It's quite possible the humidity has finally taken its toll on some of the fans. An inning in the books, no score on the show. So now it's Mark Canha. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Left fielder, Mark Canha.
And the pitch. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
This is on the ground over to first. Gurriel picks it up, and he'll flip this on to Greinke covering for the out.
Batting fifth, the
Time
catcher,
for a look at the Houston Astros on D.
Murphy.
And guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
In at the plate is Sean Murphy. Hit high in the air down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
Batting sixth, the second baseman, Tony Kemp.
So 2 out, nobody on. And striding toward the plate to hit next, Tony Kemp. Here's the first pitch now from Greinke.
That miss. That's the ball.
No score here as we play inning number 2. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. Tucker has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and set to go as the third baseman, Alex Bregman.
Third baseman, Alex Bregman.
First pitch on the way.
Hey, that's a good sinker right there. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's got that going, especially early, it's going to be tough to get some runs off him.
Counts even 1-1 to Alex Bregman. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire. He's gone to the well with that pitch 3 times in a row. I'm interested to see if he changes it up right here.
The 1-2.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
Here now the 2-2. is looked at, and the count moves full.
He walked the guy back in the first, and now he's looking like he might hand out another free pass to the leadoff guy here. You can't be walking a guy an inning and think you're going to have any success.
Popped him up. Murphy is there. 1 out.
Batting sixth, the right
All right,
fielder.
guys, here's how the Oakland A's are lining up defensively. And, folks, I'm locking in today on Ramon Laureano. His calling card, 2018, he burst on the scene for the Oakland A's with one of the best throws I've ever seen in Anaheim, throwing an absolute rocket to first base to snag an out right there. Focus on him. I guarantee you he makes a play in this one.
Kyle Tucker comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 258 the average to begin play. 13 home runs and 47 RBIs. The 1-0. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. Now the pitch.
No, ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that. And as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
At the plate now, Martin Maldonado. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. Bottom of the second here with no score. 2-0.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle of the order power guy.
Here he comes on 2-0. And this is popped up near second base. And Kemp is under it to make the catch for route number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Astros. We'll move to the third with no score. Here's Jed Lowry now. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Now here's the pitch.
I love everything this pitcher's got working right now. He's got presence. He's got great body language on the mound. He's got fastball command and a nice early feel for his off-speed stuff.
The 1-0. Heading out towards shallow right. Tucker waits on it, looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Batting eighth, the right fielder, Stephen Piscotty.
Now at the plate, Stephen Piscotty, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First delivery to him. The windup and the 0-1. And there's ball 1.
1-1.
can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Three balls and two strikes for Stephen Piscotty.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
They haven't been able to register a hit against this guy, but at least they have a base runner here. We'll see if that leads to something.
So next to bat will be Aramis Garcia. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
Nope.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Greinke ready now. The 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
Back to the top of the order now, and that brings in the big power hitting first baseman Matt Olson. From the stretch, on the ground to the left side. On to Altuve for the force out, and the inning is over. So no runs here, no hits, no errors, and one man left on base. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3, and we are tied 0-0. Digging in will be Miles Straw, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. First pitch on its way. And he'll try to check his swing here, but he'll have no such luck. It's strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Taken, called strike 2 on the inside part of the plate. 1-2 now. Into the windup and the pitch. And he popped him up. Back into foul territory behind first, and no one can get there. It's a foul ball.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. He pops it up. Olson into foul territory, and this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Hey, this has been an epic at-bat right here. I don't blame the pitcher for a little nibbling right there. Maybe get a swing and a miss. He didn't bite on that one, so now we go full count.
That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Kemp is there for it. Makes the play. 1 away.
Batting 9th, the designated hitter, Michael Brantley.
And stepping in, Michael Brantley. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This one's flared out toward left. And Lowry will put this away for out number 2.
Now batting, second baseman, Jose Altuve.
So it's back to the top of the order now. And striding in, the speedy second baseman, Jose Altuve. Here's the first pitch to him. A ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter. Now the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. Fouled off. Swing and a liner. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now here's the pitch. And he won't go after the cut fastball. 2-2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch.
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. All set for the start of the fourth. And up next, the power-hitting third baseman, Matt Chapman.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
The 1-1 home.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating and feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
And now in the box, Ramon Laureano. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Now a swinging bunt. Oh, 1, here's the pitch. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Another 0-2 from Greinke. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for out number 1. So with a runner at first and 1 gone, time to bring in our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. And to this point, these two have topped out at 95 and 91 miles an hour respectively. Next, here is Mark Canha. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Down the first baseline. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And this will find the wall deep in the corner. The relay. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit here.
Stepping in now, Sean Murphy, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. From the belt, the pitch started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one puts himself right back in the count.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes, he did. It's ruled a strike. Canha takes his lead at third with 1 away. And the curveball bounces here, but a good job behind the plate to keep it at arm's length. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
At the plate, Tony Kemp, as he takes a called strike on the black. It's 0-1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Bouncer to the left side, reined in. On to first, and that'll do it as they manage to not let this inning get out of hand. But they do get on the board in the inning on this run-scoring triple. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 1-0 in favor of the A's. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And here comes the first baseman, Yuli Gurriel.
The first baseman, Yuli Gurriel.
Pitch on the way. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Laureano will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
The batter, number 1, shortstop, Carlos.
Now to the plate, here is Carlos Correa. Worked a walk in his first plate appearance. Here's the pitch. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now.
They obviously circled him before the game that they were not going to let him beat them. Walked him this first time up, and now they're nibbling again.
Too far out in front that time. You can't keep it fair. 2-1. Astros still have yet to tally their first hit in this one. Sent foul again, and after being way ahead, now it's even at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Yordan Alvarez waits on deck. Fouled away. The next 3-2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Piscotty on his horse. He takes the turn and heads for second. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Hey, he started the offensive production with a bang right there. That's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one, driving that ball to and over the wall for a ground rule double, and he's basically able to stroll into second base.
That'll bring up Yordan Alvarez. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball one. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The 1-1 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Hit hard on the ground to the right, and that's by him into right field for a base hit. Long throw to the plate, and they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Third baseman number 2, Alex Bregman.
And that'll bring up Alex Bregman as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. A 1 pitch on its way.
0-2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Ready on 0-2. Ball swung on and hit high down the line in left, but it'll get back in among the crowd, so the count holds at 0-2. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for route number 2.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And hey, a strikeout always works too.
Into the box now, Kyle Tucker, and it's fouled away. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Bounced softly in front of the plate. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends the inning. Astros plate 1 on a couple of hits. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Well, Matt, I talked to manager Bob Melvin during the break about his thoughts on the A's hitters to this point. And flat out, he told me they just need to put better swings on the ball right now. He said it's been pretty apparent that they're just not finding a lot of hard contact today. There have been a lot of outs on softly hit balls, and while most of the credit for that goes to the opposing pitching, he said it's important for them to continue to make adjustments at the plate. It's games like these where they have to get back to the basics and find a way to generate some
The
offense.
shortstop,
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
Lowry.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. As he will take strike one on the fastball here, no balls and a strike.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now.
Yeah, he just wasn't on time right there. Front foot not down in time. Nothing happens before the front foot can get down.
In the air out to straightaway left. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
Up next for Oakland, the right fielder, Steven Piscotty.
So the next to bat will be Steven Piscotty. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Now here's the pitch. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. And the pitch.
1-1.
We've seen this before. Fastballs in, then breaking balls away. That's been his plan of attack throughout the first half of this game.
1 run, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
The 2-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to first is in time, and Greinke's got himself 2 outs.
The batter, number 37.
Next to dig in, Aramis Garcia. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Here it comes.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
Behind 0-2 now. Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end. A's are gone in order. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. During the commercial break, I discussed the Astros offense with Houston's manager, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said that they're playing right into the pitcher's game plan today by expanding the strike zone way too often. Instead of swinging at pitches in the strike zone that they can do something with, they're often chasing at pitches out of the zone, which is resulting in a lot of their outs. Going forward, they have to start being more selective, guys.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Astros, the catcher, Martin Maldonado.
First pitch on its way. A windup and the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Looks like a right-hander's gotten up to throw now in the Oakland pen. Maldonado behind the ball and 2 strikes. Softly hit out to short. But there to take it is Lowry, as he was well positioned for out number 1.
Now batting, number 3.
Ready now is Miles Straw. Flew out in his only at-bat so far.
And with his speed, he's one of those rare guys who you'd actually like to see keep the ball on the ground. You can't beat out a fly ball in this game.
First pitch is a sinker, too low, 1-0. That evens it up, 1-1. Now the pitch. And there's a base hit on the line.
You think there's any justice in the game? Watch those 2 at-bats. Both of them
Now
hit
back,
on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single.
Brentley.
Go figure.
Here's Michael Brantley. Runner goes. The bouncer to the left side. And perfect execution there as the hit and run yields a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Hey, that's a beautiful job of executing a hit and run right there. Pretty interesting. Must have known he was going to try and get over the heart of the plate right there with something, either fastball or something off speed, because he was coming unglued 0-0.
Up to the plate next will be Jose Altuve, as he'll take a look at ball 1. This year against right-handed pitching, Altuve is below the Mendoza line, a batting average under 200, unfortunately.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with the batting average on the season, but he's found a way to get on base north of 350, working walks with an unbelievable eye at the dish.
Couple of strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at-bat trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
2 balls and a strike to Jose Altuve. One run, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Hit hard on the ground to second. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Now the Cuban import Yuli Gurriel, and he fouls this one off. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And that misses downstairs for a ball, 1-1. Brantley over at second. Altuve is over at first with 1 away. Now a ball lined hard toward deep right field. Piscotty's back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. So 2 are gone for the Astros in the 5th, and ambling over to the batter's box is Carlos Correa. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch, as he'll watch a sinker here that misses. It's ball 1. called strike on the outside part of the plate. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay within yourself and look for your pitch.
The set and the 1-2. Hard sinker misses 2-2.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
And a sinker called strike 3 as he's rung up and the side is retired. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. The Astros lead it 2-1. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson, to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
Yeah, I think if I'm the hitting coach right here, Matty, I'm telling the offense to get aggressive. Just seems like we've been going too deep in counts, and this guy has got exploding stuff on the mound. So I would tell them get overly aggressive on a heater in the middle of the plate early.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Up top, it's 2-0.
Not even close with the 1-0. He needs to get back in the zone, but be careful. Work the quadrants.
Squared that one up just a little late. The 2-1 home. Lifted the other way out to left center. And Alvarez will be there for the first out.
The batter, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
So 1 gone for the A's in their half of the 6th, and that means Matt Chapman will dig in at the plate. Now the first pitch. Fouled off.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
On its way is pitch number 75. Crowds him a bit with a fastball there, and it's to 1-1. Low scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
So now to the plate, Ramon Laureano. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Next pitch will be an even 80 so far for Greinke. The 1-0.
2-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on balls.
Well, you never want to issue a free pass if you can help it, but when a hitter like that digs in, you'd rather he's standing at first than driving a ball out of here and erasing your 1-run lead.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and striding in to bat next, it'll be Mark Canha. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch as Greinke jumps ahead of him here with strike one.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball two.
That's a good take on a fastball out of the zone. Hey, I get it. He's looking for a ball to drive, but that ball was a little bit too far up in the zone. That's one you normally pop right up.
3-1 to him now. Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. On a line, that's a base hit. And now it'll kick around in the corner. So now they'll have two men in scoring position following the two-out double.
It was pretty obvious in live action that that ball was hit hard, and after analyzing it with our show track technology, we see that our eyes did not deceive us. 114 miles an hour was the exit velo, an impressive swing of the bat.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with two gone.
The batter, number 5, second base.
Striding in is Tony Kemp, a potential tying run for him at third base. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Now some action out in the Houston bullpen as it appears both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. The 1-0. Now a flare out toward right center. And he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Boy, that'll cure being down by a run. Big 2 RBI base hit right there, D-Road, to give his team the lead.
Yeah, he flipped the script on that one, Dan. They were losing by one. Huge knock right there. Hopefully the pitcher goes out and attacks.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to spell the end of the afternoon for Zack Greinke. He'll depart after 5 2/3 as it'll be up to the bullpen to keep his guys in the ballgame. Christian Javier trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Into the box, Jed Lowry, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the 1-0.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
2 balls and a strike.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Murphy at second, Kemp at first, 2 out in the inning. All even now, 2-2. Two and 2. Here it is. Hit hard on the ground to third. On to Altuve for the force out, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. Oakland is on top in this one, 3-2. Jesus Luzardo enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that'll bring up Yordan Alvarez.
The left fielder, Yordan Alvarez.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0.
This is why the manager pencils these guys in the middle of the order. Big spot, time for them to get back in this game with a couple quality ABs.
Chopper foul. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The next 1-2 pitch. And another foul ball. He'll try again. 1-2. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
You know, these kind of at-bats can drive you crazy when you're on the mound. I mean, he's been ahead of him pretty much the whole time, but he just can't put him away. Not only that, but it's costing him a lot of bullets.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman. And that one yanked just foul. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Action in the bullpen now as a right-hander begins to throw out there. The 1-1.
That's the ball. Outside.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
And there are 2 away now.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
So now here is Kyle Tucker, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch on its way.
That's inside.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I gotta believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2. And it's fouled away. Here's the pitch on 2-2. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Martin Maldonado would be next. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And awfully close there on 3-2, but take your base, says Earl Hendricks. It's ball 4.
Looked like he might have gotten squeezed a little bit right there, and you know he's talking to himself in his head about it. That kind of stuff goes both ways, though. Hitters get their fair share of crummy calls going against them, too.
Lou Trevino
Takes the mound now, and it appears he's being brought in to face the right-handed batter who waits next.
Yeah, you usually don't hear the term righty specialist very often, but that's kind of how they're using him here, Matt. Most hitters have a harder time against pitchers of the same handedness, so we'll see if this move pans out.
in now, Martin Maldonado. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. Two out with the man at first. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Working for the punch out and the offering. Popped him up. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So it's no runs on no hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We're through 6 full. It's the A's 3 and the Astros 2. 7th inning ready to roll. And up next, the outfielder Stephen Piscotty.
Stephen Piscotty.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
You know, because this is just a one-run game, this doesn't strike me as a situation where he's going to be working around a guy. I think he's going to challenge him right here.
Fastball, and it gets by him, a swinging strike. Oh, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Now batting.
Striding in for Oakland, Aramis Garcia. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. One out, nobody on. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Center fielder giving chase. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Matt Olson.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Matt Olson. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. Curveball is nowhere close, and it's 1-0. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
he might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Ground ball right into the shift. Altuve has it. On to the first baseman, Gurriel, and that will end the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Time to get up and stretch here at Minute Maid Park. It's the A's 3 and the Astros 2. Into the box, Miles Straw. He'll be the man to lead things off here in the bottom of the seventh.
The center fielder, number 3.
First pitch on its way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
You'll hear me say this time after time up here in the booth. You fight so hard to get into these counts. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. They don't happen often. This is a huge spot. Count leverage. Look for him to get loose on a fastball right here.
Three and 1.
Great situation right here. Leading off the inning, you gotta find a way to get on base any way possible. But I don't like to take the aggression away from hitters. If it's in your zone, I want you swinging.
The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed. A full count now.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
But tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Payoff pitch one more time. Pitch is popped up. Olsen waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Michael Brantley.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a flare down the line. Chapman ranges back, and he has it for out number 2.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Jose Altuve. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. And now the first pitch.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
The 1-1 home. Now Altuve connects. Deep left field. Looking up is the left fielder. That one is out of here. This game is tied. A solo shot here to left. 19th home run for him on the season. And the Astros have pulled level now at 3-3.
Big time at bat right there. Team trailing, and he ties it up with a bomb. Interested to see how this one finishes out.
The first baseman, number 10, Gurriel.
To the plate now, Yuli Gurriel. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. Misses, ball 2.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
Now the 2-0 home.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And, oh, not so fast, partner. A called strike on the inside part of the plate. 3-1 now.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Laureano able to track it down for the 3rd out. Astros get a run here courtesy of the solo homer. We're through 7 this afternoon. We're tied now at 3 apiece. Enoli Paredes has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th. Ready to begin the 8th. And up next, the power-hitting 3rd baseman, Matt Chapman.
Matt Chapman.
Here's the first pitch. As he will swing and miss on a fastball on the outer half. It's strike 1. And a curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Here's the 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game. Time to give you a look now at the numbers for our 2 starting pitchers, and really nothing to write home about on either line, as neither guy was able to last even 6 innings. Next up, Ramon Laureano. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Now the first pitch. Too high, 1-0. Now the Astros are going to get a left-hander up and cranking out in the bullpen. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. A ball and a strike.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
Ready with the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here's a topper fouled off to the right, and that'll even the count at 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. 3-2 to the A's center fielder.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. Around first, he's digging for second.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident, driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
Standing in now, Mark Canna, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2.
Going to need to make a little bit of an adjustment with his slider release and at least tempt the hitter that it's going to be a strike.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. And a swing and a miss, as that looked like self-defense there. It's 2-2.
Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, Matt. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, you got to love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball, and if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
Into the box now, Sean Murphy. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Lays off the fastball away, and it's 2-0.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. The set and the 2-1 to 2-2 now. Go ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. 1 left for Oakland. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Sergio Romo will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Carlos Correa.
Not shortstop, Carlos Correa.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Set to deliver the 0-1. Good job going down and hanging with it that time. Now another 0-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
At the plate, Yordan Alvarez, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Three balls and a strike to Houston's left fielder.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-1 is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup, or do you stay with the heater?
Third baseman, number 2.
Now time is called, and we'll have a pinch runner at first, and that'll be a wise decision as he's the potential go-ahead run. Stepping in next, Alex Bregman. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. And now the first pitch, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there 1-0.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Clearly working the bottom of the zone, trying to get a ground ball for a double play.
The 2-0 on the way.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. 2-2.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that 2-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Had to wait back on the changeup, and he did a good job just to make contact. Another 2-2 offering. Here's a weakly hit fly ball off to the left side, and Lowry will put this away for out number 2.
The right fielder, number 30, Kyle Tucker.
So 2 gone now in the Houston 8th, and in to hit next will be the outfielder Kyle Tucker. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
That's the ball. 1-0.
Here's the 1-0. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. Two balls and a strike.
2-1.
Ready with the 2-1. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that finds a seam for extra bases, as we'll see if they want to wheel that go-ahead run home from first. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 4-3 game.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you start to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one makes you feel really good about yourself.
Next up is Martin Maldonado. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Trying to keep the deficit right where it is. The pitch. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. And he fouls this one off.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit. He's got a base open, so he has to focus on making a good pitch right here.
Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning.
But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Last chance coming up for Oakland. It's now a 4-3 Houston lead. Ryan Presley comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth. Aledmus Diaz is into the ball game now as he'll take over out in left field. So striding in to start the ninth is Tony Kemp, and they could use a spark from him here. Here's the first pitch. Off we go in the ninth as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Looked like he was a little over-aggressive there to throw that nasty curveball. Just needs to slow his delivery down a bit.
Swing and a line drive. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
The batter, number 8,
Elvis Andrus will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 1 home run and 19 driven in. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
And this guy's got some of the nastiest stuff in the game, and it is absolutely no fun for an offense to try and piece together any type of attack when he's throwing this stuff.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there, 2 away. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Mitch Moreland gets the call as a pinch hitter, and he'll get a chance with 2 out and the bases empty. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 5 homers and 19 driven in. Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
No, that's it. That's the ball.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And he lays off, ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
the batter, number 37.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Aramis Garcia. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. He's set. Here it comes. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Into the corner and slicing foul. And now a crowd reported at over 28,000 rise to their feet. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Last strike now for Oakland. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike three, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Three balls and 2 strikes, a full count to the A's DH.
Well, this has been a good at-bat. He's now worked the count full to 3-2. It allows the runner on first to be on the move with 2 away.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
And that'll bring up Matt Olson. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Looked like he went around that time. They'll appeal down to third, and yes, sir, it's strike 1. A little bouncer. The 0-2. Popped him up. Altuve onto the grass, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Man, they've already put the all-time winning streak record in their rearview mirrors. But with every win, it gets further and further away. We could say this now. This is one of the greatest teams in the history of baseball.
A one-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. The Houston Astros came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Enoli Paredes claims the win out of the pen, his first. Ryan Presley closes the door for the save, his 14th. So that'll do it for us. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to the new website, theshow.com.